From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. We get it on, no shit, man. And I'll be back on track. New York, New York. I think we're back on track. Uptown, so where the Bronx at? Is New York in the house? Say what now?
Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn. It's the remix. Where the Bronx at back? Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn.
Word, I'm on my NY shit. NY baby with my NY band. New York, New York, New York. Word, I'm on my NY shit. BX Bronx, get it NY band. New York, New York, New York.
The king of swag, so you pawns gotta check me. David is right, you ain't seen New York till you met me. Ray ass like Jose, you get me? But overall, I'm a good fella. So don't test me, haters, don't do it. You Patrick ass niggas, I will never let you in. Dominican and my Spanish is so fluid. So what I got that beat Dewsbury is you doing? I'm on this corner like it's 89. This that New York swag that had Nas in that state of mind. You shake spines if you lames try, but your wide clap niggas keep yelling if you hate I.
And I'm so NYC, here's that Prince of the Bronx, baby, NY's me. That's right. And it's that NY remix, Empire State, we got the taste for the seats, okay? From uptown down to Harlem, jumping on that west side, headed to the garden. I got my swag on track, ain't fit it to the left, is that why on my chest? Yes, cause word upon hate change. Come BX like a 2-4 on that 6 train. And I'll be back on track, New York, New York. This is the remix track, like word. I'm on my NY shit, NY baby with my NY band. New York, New York, New York. Word, I'm on my NY swag.
Let's go.
BX Bronx, get it NY fast. New York, New York, New York.
Street corner. Let's go. New York. 750 out with the stash box. Swag by the bricks, I'm opening up a swag spot. Let's go. These rappers starting to bore me. And the Yanks still won they ticket without Tory. 5-star shorty, we ain't never been defeated. And I always stay fly like a fly frequent. I ain't nothing but a crown holder. We get it poppin' like a Thursday at Mimosas. I bring the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Harlem out. Brad Picks, LG, and Street Corner out. I got swag, nigga, use yours. Even out of town, they playin' that song New York.
Why swag so fire, we did it 2 times. It's 2 times, y'all niggas gon' let my crew shine. Me and a few of my niggas be on the few grind. I know you plan on biting my swag, nigga, it's shoot time. My shit tight, Michelle Fife in the cats. Jackie joining the tracks, medium on the fats. Hit him in the jaw with the gun and I got his back too. To get my pockets looking like Eddie Murphy in the fats. So the club's kinda nutty how I want my wallet puffy like Biggs, man. I'm willing to deal with the problems that they can't. Money swag surfing, I'm swag swerving. Be a blackberry curvy, y'all niggas still shirts and
I'm on my NY shit, NY baby with my NY band. New York, New York, New York. Yeah. Let me take my suit jacket off real quick. NY swag. They think I'm new around here. Yeah. New York, New York, New York. Queens representative, forever I will always be. Isn't it evident my flow? 3 letters, OMG. What's that? Who am I? Let me introduce. I'm flawless, the jumper cables when tracks need a boost. Don't listen to rap, still a weak excuse. I'm a pop star, so they ask, what is he confused? No, just my alter ego has different views. I can walk the walk in sneakers and the shoes. I'm a problem, hazard, simple mathematics. I don't gotta add and divide to know your average. OZ gave me the heat, so I'ma smash this. Hope you got insurance for me to cover the damage.
I'm damaging every beat I'm giving. I'm at my peak with this lyric spitting, making it hotter than Hell's Kitchen. I'm swell spitting with these swagger flows. I'm steadily bagging hoes by the way the cuffs is so tough to zap at those. I'm never boring, keep the crica calling horn until the morning. Conquistador chicas until the people roaring. I'm steady warning if you ain't getting your swagger G. A little league pitching, I'm hitting like Don Mattingly. Creating casualties, casually cause calamities. Khaki gets cowards constantly catching themselves khaki. And why Swagger Kings remix the New York swag release. Put a toe tag on the remix and why Swagger beat word.
Damn, what happened to the track? Got 8 motherfuckers left casual in the back. I could do this a cappella, I don't even need a track. I'ma call my homie Nova, tell him bring the beat back. Funny how they act when you swag on zero. Get a couple mil, they approach like primo. Ladies made it hard like I'm Shaq on free throws. Now they see the chain and they on my beach, yo. Everybody mad, I'm on NY swag. Saying casuals this, saying casuals that. Homie, this is Michael May, I got casuals back. Cash told me tell the haters kisses NY ass. You ain't even gotta wonder who's bringing NY back from up under. Street corner motherfucker. If you need the proof, man, the proof is in the numbers.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May, and today we getting back to this Diddy trial. We got to speak on this, y'all, because there's a lot of things going about, being spoken of, and we got to talk. So, as I always start all my streams about this trial, all parties being spoken of are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. I am not on the side of Diddy. I'm not on the side of the prosecution. I'm on the side of the law. That's where I stand, and that's where I've always stand. Today we're going to dive right in. I'm going to try my best not to take much of your time, but I need y'all guys to pay attention. In everything in life, we always experience a level of fatigue. And if it's one thing that if you guys are not paying attention to what's going on in this Diddy trial, there's a lot of fatigue going on here. I don't want to wait too long. I want to dive right in. If y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I don't want to have to go to commercials. Hit the like button. There's no guessing in my comment section. Y'all already know. Let's dive right in. Because I want y'all to hear something. I want y'all to hear things today. That's going to make all this make sense. We're going to start with Tisa. Once again, I always tell you guys. He said people getting bored, unfortunately, 100%. But why? The only reason why people are getting bored is because the main media, the big media platforms, they're not speaking on everything. So people are getting fatigued. But I already told y'all guys the other day, the reason why I think the feds, Southern District, is trying to get Diddy out of the way now, and I'm telling you, I think Diddy's gonna walk. But hear me, it's because there's another case. There's another case, y'all, lined up right now that is clean, it's clear cut dry. And it's the whole Fat Joe situation that we're gonna get into today as well. But let's stick to this Diddy thing. Let's dive right into Tisa. Y'all already know what time it is. I don't personally attack Tisa. I just attack her arguments. I think she's super biased. But let's just listen up for ourselves. Let's take a listen.
Wow. We are trying to hold it together. Listen, what's going on with the trial? I'm not going to lie. That day is going. The summary witness is doing their thing. But one thing I do want to say is, and this is something very important to note, the prosecution are proving their case over and over and over. They're actually making a really good case by reading the summary witness stuff in. They're making a very, very good case for the fact of sex trafficking by fraud. Basically showing how many times Diddy did a bait and switch. But you guys, we need to actually...
Now, I want to stop right there. Because, see, I don't let Tisa just graze over. I don't allow nobody. I don't allow no content creator to just say something and graze over it and try to move on. We don't play those games. So she said, the government is doing a good job of showing how many times Diddy pulled the bait and switch. I want to give a round of applause to Diddy. Shout out. Come on, everybody. Let's give a round of applause to Diddy. Let's give a round of applause to Diddy. Come on, let's go, y'all. Let's give a round of applause to Diddy. Round of applause to Diddy. Round of applause. We live in a world where bait and switch is a woman's MO. It's damn near embedded in their DNA. So I don't feel bad if a woman falls for bait and switch. I don't feel bad. Women will sit here, a woman will sit here and pretend to be one way just so they get what they want, and then they want to switch it up. I just passed 10-minute mark. We going in. A chick will sit here and pretend, oh, we're gonna be having sex all day. It's gonna be romantic for the rest of our lives. It's gonna be good. And then the minute you put her up somewhere, she got settled down, she switches that shit off. Women are notorious for this. They're notorious for being. I don't feel bad for nobody. I don't feel bad for nobody when it comes to bait and switch, especially no damn female. Not at all. Not even in the least bit. You're not gonna get no tears out of me. The air is not moisturized enough for me to feel any kind of tears. There's nobody's cutting no onions. Now, but it's so funny how the government, people hear me, the government is trying to make it a crime that bait and switch is coercion. That bait and switch, you're frauding your partner out. When you lie to your partner, you're committing a crime. People, if this is the case, every man and every woman is guilty. Throw us all in jail. People, listen, see, this is why I told y'all. Cause I'm gonna play some video because Tisa's not gonna say it. Tisa, according to Tisa, like this guy said, Sean G. According to Tisa, Diddy was already in the electric chair 3 days ago and he's dead. According to her. But I refuse to let that fly. I refuse. Me being a grown-ass man, I'm intelligent enough to see and know when somebody's trying to manipulate something. But I want y'all guys to continue to listen just to a few more of her shenanigans before we move on.
He was literally sued for that. Now, what was he sued for? Listen to me. Just let me get a fans account with the promise of a $1 blackmail him. Now, the lawsuit of a $1 million annual salary while she claims she never received.
So they're speaking about the whole Kanye situation. I'm going to fast forward it so you guys don't have to hear this dumbass conversation. So Kanye West got sued because he promised somebody, a chick, whatever, a salary of $1 million. She's been working with him for 3 years. She didn't get her salary. XYZ. People. Listen. Don't change the station yet. Listen. If you think Kanye West is lying to her, is something. Who want me to hurt somebody's feelings? If you want me to hurt somebody's feelings, put a thumbs up in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. If y'all want me to see one of the biggest lies, biggest coercions, one of the biggest frauds in the world, and there's data to prove it, I need 3 ones. I need 3 ones in the comment section, and I'm gonna show you one of the biggest lies that are told, and they should go to jail. They should go to jail for this. You hilarious. I need one more one. There it goes. Y'all ready? I promise to love you through thick and thin, for richer, for poorer, for sickness and health, till death do us part. Stream is over, y'all. Stream over. It's over. We're done. That is the biggest fraud under God. That is the sickness and health, richer for poor, through thick and thin, for as long as we both shall live. Who going to jail, y'all? Who going to jail? Who, ready? Studies show that over 65% of divorces are filed by women. It could be more. Where are all the women who are going to jail? Because that's fraud. Because you done told the man through thick and thin, for richer for poor, for sickness and health, till death do you part. Who's going to jail? That's the ultimate bait and switch. That is the ultimate bait and switch. Why nobody saying this? Why aren't there any other content creators saying this? I'll wait. Yo, shout out to Anthony. But it's not a super chat. I appreciate you. That is the biggest bait and switch. The biggest bait and switch women do today. And they have the audacity to say that Diddy is committing a crime because he said he's going to do something, and because he didn't do it and he reneged on it. Women renege all the time. This is why, shout out to Donald Trump, I 100% agree that this country needs to get rid of what is it, of no fault divorce. Unreconcilable differences. It's unreconcilable. Nope. Take your ass on home and figure it out. Take your ass on home. You want to know why? Because women have been getting away with this shit for so long. Ready? Even how I told you guys, any woman right now who petitions to change their child support, good luck. If you have child support and you're grandfathered in, you're considered grandfathered in. If you go to change your child support and you're watching me, lady, good luck. Good luck. Because already 3 different states deemed child support unconstitutional in a federal court. Play them games if y'all want to, ladies. Who want to do this? Let's play them games. It is what it is. It is what it is. But now let's get back to Diddy. So Diddy is committing a crime by committing fraud. Women commit fraud all the time. You ready? Watch this. When they go on foodie calls, when that man is in their phone under food, because she has no intent of sleeping with him, but she calls him, hey, let's go out to eat, because she's starving and her stomach is touching her back. That's fraud. Let's put her in jail. That's RICO now. Now that's going to be, it's going to fall under a RICO charge. Let's lock up all these women. I'm not playing. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. How many chicks they know by the 3rd date it's time to give it up? It's time to give it up. Oh, I'm on my period. So then why the fuck did you come out knowing that today's the 3rd day? Don't play these games with me. Fraud. Lock her up. Lock her up. Listen, if y'all gotta understand what I'm trying to say. If y'all gonna lock Diddy up and say this is fraud, okay. Let's keep listening. Let's keep listening.
So y'all know about that, and y'all know about like what's going on with VA. But you know what's actually really interesting? I did a little research just to actually confirm it. And do you know how they, the incident that she's suing him for, and all this is stemming from, first of all, she's saying that she can't serve him, which is weird because he showed up at the courthouse plenty of times. Diddy's team knew he was showing up. But why is that important, right? Because the amended lawsuit, all the stuff of SA and the drugging, the amended law.
Yeah, the prosecution is just, listen, the prosecution is trying their best. You know what?
Just for a few minutes, because it makes me nervous, though. Okay. Oh, thank Thank you. What's your name? Sorry, guys. 1 second. What's your name?
All right. We're going to do this. Let's get somebody else on Diddy's trial over there. Let's talk. Today, I'm mad she tried to say it's coercion. Oh my God, women are notorious for this shit. Let's lock up every single chick in the world, B.
I had said this last week. We are in the
things I wish I knew about sooner.
Come
Understanding
on.
that you can get the best buzz without drinking alcohol. The secret is these bad boys right here.
on Combs, and we are pretty much on the last week here. I guess the last full week, hopefully, but the government is actually set to rest their case tomorrow instead of today. They did finish the direct testimony of their last witness, Special Agent Joseph Cerciello, but we still have to get to the cross-examination this afternoon, and then most likely a redirect, which will be tomorrow morning. And the judge said that by Wednesday...
So you heard what she just said. There's going to be a cross-examination. I guarantee you the news is not going to speak about the cross-examination. Only thing the news speaks about is when the prosecution speaks. They never speak about the cross-examination. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing in the world, y'all.
We should be doing the jury charges, and closing arguments should be Thursday. The defense really believes that on Tuesday tomorrow they will start their case in chief and they will finish it. So that was really interesting. And it sounds like what they're going to do is, instead of calling all these witnesses, they're actually going to be putting evidence up for everybody to view, text messages, emails, etc. And they also want to isolate witness testimony, government witness testimony that was inconsistent with what these witnesses had previously told the government before they got on the stand. And
now, people, let's be clear. Y'all already know I'm not on Diddy's side. I'm not on the prosecution side. I'm on the side of the law. I want you guys to understand. Diddy, from what they've shown so far, they've shown nothing. People, everybody that touched the stand for the prosecution got their ass ripped. Horrible display. Horrible display. Horrible display. There has been nothing to show anything that Diddy, there's really nothing here. Now, people are saying, yeah, well, this technically shows RICO on a federal level. Yes, and I already told you guys. The same thing that Diddy does, any company in the world is practicing RICO. Every company, the church practices RICO. The presidency practices RICO. Who we fooling? But I told y'all, this is not about Diddy. This is about powerful men and tearing down every powerful man. Listen, every company has a powerful man up top. Yes, Papa Lindos. He said, good strategy for the defense. All the defense got to do is take everything that the prosecution showed and say, look how inconsistent this is. Look at this. 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 Everything they presented to you guys is inconsistent. They had people, the defense was going to bring people up. Yes, Papa. Mama, you got to leave the door open for him. I don't close the door yet. He got to be able to. But what happens is this. You cannot sit here and make a complete mess out of yourself from people. The top officer responsible for the searches on Diddy's property was a complete failure. Nothing else mattered to me after that. But let's keep listening. I want you to hear what this lady's gonna say. Listen, here's the key coming
up. And they're
up.
going to be doing this via stipulation, and they're actually working a bit with the government on this to streamline the process. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And also, the verdict sheets. Both the defense and the government submitted their verdict sheets. I actually tweeted this out at Conlon_Lauren if you want to view them. But basically, there was a really big difference on the way they wanted to present the RICO. The defense wanted the jury to write in the predicates that they felt like Diddy was guilty of if they felt like he was guilty. And the judge is like, no, this is really just asking for a disaster if you want the jury to kind of write all this in. Meanwhile, the government had a novel of what they should check off. So the judge was like, okay, let's just meet in between here. So that is the plan. And also...
Right. The government wanted the jurors, they wanted to give the jurors a pamphlet. Like, scribble, what do you think here? What do you think here? Are you fucking kidding me? They wanted to give niggas a booklet. They wanted them to take an examination test. They didn't want them to discuss. They wanted them to take an examination test on Diddy. People, if y'all don't see that the prosecution is weak, this is weak. I told you guys, there is another Southern District Attorney case on dock right now that they want to get rid of Diddy and jump to it. And it's that Fat Joe case. And we're going to cover that today too in a little while, maybe a little later. Y'all need to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, because I'm going to go in on that. I'm going all the way in. All the way in. He goes, I know this is random. Hey, she works out.
Alexandra
she's older
Shapiro
too.
requested that the not guilty was on the left side versus the right side. Okay, so we'll see if we follow that schedule. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But let's just get to Joseph Cerciello. His testimony, I mean, again, I had said this last week. We are in the Jane era. We are recapping and summarizing all of that. So a lot of the stuff we had heard before. But I will say we heard a lot of different female names, really showing us how much Diddy just appeared to be juggling a few women. We even saw a text from Gina. We had never seen a text from Gina before. But
now I will say this again. I know I didn't get to it yet. I know I started touching on it on one of my live streams. I'm still going to do it again. I will be talking and doing a live stream about the difference between Hugh Hefner, Diddy, and a man of God. All of them practice polygamy, but they practice different forms of it. And why? All of them. The only person that I always tell you guys, the only person that should be having multiple different women should be a man of God, a man of Yah, a man of the Most High. Because if he's doing it by the book, there's instructions. But we're not going to get into that right now. But yes, Diddy was juggling multiple different women. Diddy was doing it incorrectly. Diddy was very sloppy. But let's keep listening. I want y'all to hear something.
First and foremost, the jury saw sexual encounters or explicit videos. There were over 50 videos, but they only saw about 14 clips. And the special agent testified that he recognized Diddy, Cabral, and Jane in most of these videos. Or they were the ones that he knew them and he recognized them, but that doesn't mean they were the only ones in the videos. Now, the jury, they didn't react like they did before. They were, again, very stoic. By the fourth video, I noticed that one juror, he kind of was tired of it. He was kind of rubbing his temple, taking his glasses off, and a female juror, a little bit older, was kind kind of going like this. They seemed like, okay, been there, done that. And it felt like we were watching a lot, or they were watching a lot of videos. Again, this is all sealed, so we had no idea what they were watching or what they were listening to.
Now, y'all heard what she just said. Does that sound like that favors Diddy or that favors the prosecution? Because if jurors are sitting there like, here we go again, more tapes. Oh, here we go. Now we gotta watch his Tootsie Roll again. Here we go. All right, put the video on. Okay. That's gonna hurt the prosecution. That's gonna hurt them because what they're doing is this. There's a saying. The more you tell a lot. Ready? Hear me, y'all. Hear me. Who heard this? Ready? Don't lie. We got 80 people in the building. Hit the like button. Y'all new here, subscribe to the channel. Don't lie. Who heard this before? Ready? Look. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Who heard that? If you ever heard that, put a thumbs up in the comment section or one in the chat. And if you don't have access to the comment section, hit the like button to show me that you guys heard that. If you heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day, put a one in the chat. Damn. So you ready? That is one of the biggest lies in the world. Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. Ready? Because listen, studies show before 1987, listen, they weren't promoting breakfast, cereal. Did you guys know when you get up in the morning, the worst thing you can eat is cereal? Kellogg's. I'm sorry, y'all. Kellogg's, I'm sorry. If y'all watching me, forgive me. Kellogg's went on a campaign. Kellogg's cornflakes is the best cereal, and then put a banana next to it. And this is the A1 breakfast in the morning. But have you noticed that back then, people used to be slimmer, fitter. Now, most people are overweight. We're not going to get into that. He says cereal is candy or some type of dessert, not breakfast. Ready? Watch this. Some of y'all guys really don't even understand something. Most cereals are really bad. Even though I love me some cereal, I love me all of the cereals. All of the cereals. But cereal is supposed to be eaten, like he said. It's a little quick snack, bang. It's not breakfast, people. After I eat breakfast, 30 minutes later, I'm fucking starving. Like literally, my stomach is touching my back. My shit be like fucking aliens are coming out of my stomach. I'll be starving after I eat a bowl of cereal. But now, let's get back to this. There's a saying, if you tell a lie long enough, people tend to believe it after a while. If you tell a lie long enough, people, ready, fellas, like that super overweight woman, always looking in the mirror. Well, if a man can't accept me the way that I am, then he don't deserve me. But then 10 years later, she's like, yeah, the reason why I ain't got no man, because the man for me, God ain't bring him to me yet. See? They keep trying to find ways. They keep trying to find ways to make excuses for themselves. The lazy dude. Excuses. But the more you lie to yourself, it becomes the truth in your brain. Shout out to Big F. I keep telling y'all guys, I used to be one of the biggest procrastinators. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see if we answer the phone. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Big Mamas. Can you pass my other phone right there outside on the counter, please? I'ma call one of the big dogs. Shout out to Big F. But while that's happening, I'm gonna continue to play this. I want to show y'all guys something. I used to be one of the world's biggest procrastinators, and I want to prove it to you guys.
Also, there was a text exchange between
Why you laughing at me?
Diddy and KK
Was it
mentioning
funny?
someone named, it was a name Annika. I had never heard
Oh, of
that
course.
before.
Yeah, I'm still lazy
and
when
KK
it comes
had
to cleaning,
texted him
100%.
twice saying that your
100%.
nightstand
I'm still
has
lazy.
Plan B in it. That felt like it was
That's
really
funny,
important for
Mom,
her to
sorry.
say. We also got some context into something from September of 2023. This was a time when Jane was supposed to go to New York, but she heard Diddy on a podcast bragging about how much sex he had with another woman on this trip, and it was for 48 hours, and they did it the whole time. And so Jane's texting him like, I'm not coming, sorry, you know, you're out there bragging, and I'm over here doing the dirty work inside these hotel rooms for you while you go on vacations with other women, and I feel disrespected, whatever. Well, we heard from Jane on the stand that, you know, he called her and he kind of convinced her that we don't have to do this, just come to New York, we'll go shopping, we'll go to dinner, it'll be romantic, etc. Well, then we see the text messages from Jane and Diddy after coordinating the trip, and Diddy telling KK, hey, don't worry, it's cool, Jane's coming. Well, at the very same time, concurrently, when Diddy hangs up with Jane, he texts Paul Arthur, the, quote, entertainer, and says, hey, are you free? Or are you in New York? Paul's not free, and then he immediately goes and texts Bridget from Cowboys for Angels about somebody. So this, to me, was the government trying to point out the fraud aspect. Jane was told one thing, and he was already...
Yo, bruh, I'm good. I need you to call me. Please. F, I need you. Please call me. It ain't, I'm not dying nothing. I'm safe. I'm safe. Please call me. Right here. Hold up. Hold up. Watch. Big F.
What up, Michael, man?
What up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. What's up with it, man?
I'm good, brother. I miss you, man. I hope all is well on your side.
What's going on? What you got cooking?
I'm good. So listen, I'm over here streaming. F.
Okay.
Now, because I know you're not going to lie.
Never.
Please tell the people, F, wasn't I always a procrastinator?
Not always.
All right.
Sometimes.
Did I always say tomorrow?
Yes.
Yo, stream, listen. F, you so, I told you, this is F. The one who used to go, yo, stop saying tomorrow. Say today. Say today.
Putting off to tomorrow when we can do today. Right.
This is the one this is the man that changed my life. This is the man, y'all. This is the man right here. Yo, F, I'm going to hit you back. My stream is laughing.
What's up, screen? What's going on, y'all?
Yes, yes. Yo, F, I appreciate you. I'm going to hit you back. You already know. Now you got my number. You heard, brother?
Got you. Already had it. It's already there.
Got you.
All right. Peace.
So y'all heard. I used to always be like, yo, tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to do it tomorrow. Yo, stop saying tomorrow, nigga. Say today. I'm not playing. I'm not playing, y'all. I'm not playing. When I tell you guys that I speak from experience, this is the reason why I started this channel. I speak from experience. I want y'all guys to understand that. So when y'all hear me say different things and put things together with the Diddy trial, I try to help y'all guys understand everything I do. He said procrastination is something I need to do better. Now, and you know what it is? I've had people around me my whole life tell me, yo, bruh, stop. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. But now, listen, y'all. So this guy right here, I don't want to play the beginning of his video. Shout out to Trent Out Loud. So I hope he gets back into the courtroom. I hope he does. Because he was sitting next to Diddy, like behind Diddy in the court trial. And he was observing one of the freak-offs. And one of the security there was like, yo, close your laptop, because they could see you. They could see behind you. So now, I don't want to get him in trouble. So I moved to after when he was explaining it. I don't want to get him in trouble. I'll let him deal with his own prosecution, how they choose to deal with him. I hope they still allow him in the courtroom. But I want you to hear something, y'all, right? Because I want you to hear this. You're going to hear him say something that y'all heard me say week 1 of the trial. Listen, and you're going to be like, Mike said that. Mike said in the beginning of the trial, listen.
This is what I want to say about the freak-offs. All jokes aside, I thought this was really important, and I wanted to really get your guys' opinion on it. Other than what I saw, that I cannot tell you guys exactly it is what I saw, but we have to assume something. While we're out here talking about the case and everybody has their own opinion, is Diddy guilty, is he not guilty, or whatever, I wanted to ask you guys, if the prosecution is playing parts of the freak-offs where it looks like Jane may be coerced, or maybe there's fraud, or maybe there is, forced fraud.
Hold on. Here's what Valino. He's the poo-poo? Give me 5. Good boy. Yeah, go outside, okay? Close the door a little bit for me. Thank you, Bavalinos. Listen.
Does that make Diddy guilty? We don't know the parts of the freak-offs that the jury is seeing. Now, let me tell you, the first time they played parts of the freak-offs, they played very, very small parts of it. I told you guys that I feel like there might be a reason why they're waiting until this week to drag out the case a little bit. Although I did say that it's kind of getting a little bit annoying and the jury's getting a little bored, but I think there may be a reason why they wanted to carry this on till today and play more freak-off videos. If the case goes to the jury this week, you want to have that fresh visual of what they were seeing on the freak-offs. And like I said, I was able to see 2 of them. They were able to see 10 of them. And like I said, I'm not going to say what I saw on them, but you got to think that if the prosecution is playing this for the jury, they're trying to find parts of the freak-offs that are definitely not favorable to Diddy, okay? Just want to make sure that my phone doesn't get too hot again.
Right.
I want to make sure it's out the sun completely. Yeah, I got to stay out the sun, guys. Okay.
2 electronic engineers might have just solved one of the biggest problems with air conditioning, and big AC companies hate this.
So I just want to tell you, so one of the tapes they played from minute 50 all the way to the end. The next one they played from the start to 45 seconds. One of them they played the entire video, which was short. Then they played one, listen to these times, tell me if it makes sense to you guys. From 0 minutes to 45 seconds, then 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and then 7 minutes and 40 seconds till the end. If you ask me my opinion, I think if you're playing something for the jury, I think the only proper way is to play from the beginning to the end.
People, listen to me.
I don't think it's fair that the prosecution just gets to pick little times that they get to play. And now when I go back inside, when the defense team has a chance to cross-examine Joseph, they have an opportunity to pick which parts of the freak-off they want to play. And I don't like those games because at the end of the day, there will be parts that the jury doesn't see. I think the law should be changed where you want to submit into evidence a video, we need to see the whole entire thing. And
now, I'm not sure if there is a law, but I told you guys, me being somebody that been in court for kidnapping, I had to prove my case. But when somebody was accusing me of something, I said, oh yeah? Oh really? Hold up. This is why I tell you guys, never get rid of your phones, because you may have to submit that phone in for evidence, because and it's true, why are they showing little bits and pieces of videos? They want to show the parts that make Diddy look bad. But when I went to court, and it was funny, I told you, when my accuser said, look at this text, or try to show something saying, oh, he was abusive to me. Right? Cool. Now, I said, really? Hold up. I went and got one of my other phones. Submit that. Look right here at this thread. From 2 years ago to the minute I stopped using this phone. Please show that thread. They went through all the text messages, and in the text message, it showed that the woman said, thank you for not putting hands on me. I didn't mean to put hands on you. I was a little emotional. Judge said, if I ever see you in this courtroom again for anything and you don't have the proof, the judge said, and you don't have the proof, we gonna turn up. And for lack of better words, we gonna turn up, because you just can't keep bringing somebody to the courthouse because you feeling emotional. It doesn't work like that. So this man right here is a very intelligent man. Now, I hope they let him back in the courtroom, because what he should have did as an honorable man, he should have said, look, that would have gave him brownie points with the judge. Like, yo, wow, he's respectable. But instead, what he was saying in the beginning, I'm gonna tell you his name, Trent out loud. You know, he was peeking over, looking at the video. That could hurt you. That's where your integrity comes into play. Feel what I'm saying? But now I want to dive right into this, because I told you I ain't trying to keep y'all long. Let's get into Mr. Sidebar himself. Sidebar.
Oh, so you
shout out to Sean G. Fair use, man.
That's as ridiculous as rock stars being corporate types.
Workdays AIE.
Yo, what's up? Good morning. Sean G here. Saturday morning, June 21st, 2025. Welcome all my new subscribers. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, The Podcast with Soul, and Spotify, The Podcast with Soul. The Southern District of New York and the federal prosecutors who prosecuted Sean Combs, or Puffy, have lost this case. This case was brought by then United States Attorney Damian Williams, who is a Jamaican immigrant with Jamaican roots. And it was prosecuted by 6 U.S. attorneys: Maureen Comey, Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson, Christy Slavic, Madison Smizer, and Mitzi Steiner. And
I told y'all, if y'all think that it's a coincidence that all the prosecutors are women, you sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken.
the Southern District of New York and these federal prosecutors have lost the case. You guys got beat, and it's unfortunate for the assistant U.S. attorneys that I just mentioned that you were given this case that couldn't be won from the door. Damian Williams set you up for failure. Nothing of what was alleged in this indictment. There is reasonable doubt shrouding this whole case. There is not one predicate charge in this indictment that is not overtaken, overshadowed, shrouded, tainted, covered with reasonable doubt. Number one, right off the bat, you title from at least in or about 2008, Puff Daddy and others known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization. Why would you lie like that, Damian Williams? And you assistant U.S. attorney, why would y'all take this case? Why would you even lie like that? That Combs Enterprises were members and associates of a criminal organization. Bad Boy Records is in the music business.
Now, I do want to say this. That's why there's like a list of rules, like the lady said. The prosecution submitted. The prosecution wanted the jurors to do a pamphlet. That's crazy. But Diddy's side was like, look, this is what I need y'all guys to determine whether he's guilty or not. But one of the things they said was this. Y'all have to look at all of the witnesses. People, pay attention. Pay attention. Look at all of the witnesses that took the stand against Diddy. They were offered immunity, all types of deals. But Diddy wouldn't have this criminal enterprise without all of their help. He would need all of their help. You can't say we're going to exempt everybody from prosecution. Let's just get Diddy. I guarantee you that alone is Diddy, it ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be good. So you mean to tell me we heard Cassie on tape. I played it for you. She said, yo, I will kill you. I will get you chopped up and left. I will kill you. Out of her mouth. And then she said, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to get that blood on my hands. But it will be done. People, this is what she said. This is what she said. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is exactly what was said out of her mouth. That sounds like you are very much so a part of whatever Diddy's did. All of Diddy's assistants, people, I want y'all guys to understand. The security guard, listen. I'm going to say this again. Diddy bribed the security guard. Mr. Garcia, Diddy bribed him. When according to what they showed, Diddy just said, yo, Playboy, I need you to get rid of that. I need you to get rid. I'll take care of you, Playboy. I'll take care of you. Ready? Who's seen the Wolf of Wall Street, where the officer came on the boat and he was like, you know, I could help somebody with some stocks that could help them out, you know, put them north of this number here. And then he looked back at the guy and was like, can you say it just like that? And he was like, nah. He goes, it sounds like you try to bribe. And he goes, no. He goes, because I know the stipulations. You have to give an exact number. Diddy didn't give no number. Playboy, I need y'all. We need that. I need that. Garcia, well, I have to speak to my boss. His boss said 50,000. My boss said 50,000. Case closed. What are we doing here? What are we talking about here? People, everyone on this, Jane Doe asked Diddy for an allowance. He said, how much? She said 15 grand a month. He said 10. She said, no problem. Does that sound like you were coerced? Does it sound like bribery? Does it sound... It don't sound like nothing to me, Playboy. And the truth is this. Diddy gave you the negotiation. 10K a month. You didn't want to save that bread. You told them to spend that on 10,000. You want to live somewhere nice. But now that you broke and you ain't got no money in your pocket, now you mad. Everybody that took the stand on Diddy got their ass ripped. Everybody. Let's not forget, Cassie perjured herself and the other Beluga girl perjured herself. What are we talking about here? Crazy. This is crazy.
Sean John is a clothing brand. His wines and spirits company sells liquor. His media company, Revolt Films, does film. This is...
People, hear me. And then one of the things is, yeah, why does Diddy travel with large sums of money? Is that his way of distributing drugs? Jim Jones travels everywhere with bags of money. So does Fat Joe, 50 Cent, Lil Boozy. All of them do it. So now you saying, now mind you, here's the thing. Diddy has been very successful since young. You're telling me that Diddy became successful and now he just said, fuck it, I'm getting into the drug trade. I'm gonna be a drug dealer, I'm gonna be a hustler. That's working backwards. The drug mule, the alleged drug mule took the stand and said, the Diddy's team said, you're not a drug mule, right? Objection! Overruled. Are you a drug mule? No. So you went and picked up drugs for Diddy, what, 5 times? 5 times in an 18-month span? Like, what are we doing here? It's crazy.
A criminal organization. Why would y'all even term it that? Right? So right there, you wrong from the door. You claim arson. Combs then used threats of force and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial workers that Combs referred to as force and threats of force and coercion. That's a lie. That's a lie. Cassie was a willing participant. She testified to that. You saw the text messages. Puppy said, man, you don't.
And this is the crazy thing. Yo, people, the mainstream media, y'all read the text, the same text that I read. Y'all read the text where Diddy's saying we're not doing no more freak offs, and she's like, no. What are we doing here? What are people? You know what it is? It's selective outrage. It's selective outrage. People, I told y'all, the only reason why these videotapes people are going crazy over is because this trial just pulled the curtain back on what women's nature is when they dealing with dudes with money. People, Big F, right now, I just spoke to on the phone. My man's been getting money. Bruh, I've been driving Hummers, Benzes. When the Escalade pickup truck, the one that Usher had in the video, you don't have to call. It's okay, girl. When that shit dropped the very next day, F had that shit on the street. We was everywhere with it. Everywhere. I've been around niggas with money. So I'm telling you guys, all this case did, they're like, oh, look what he had these women do. No, look what these women decided to do. This is what women do when they're around dudes with money. Whatever he want, they're gonna do. The blinds were drawn back. And it's exposed. They exposed the willingness of what women will do. And obviously it ain't one woman, it ain't two women, it ain't three women, it ain't five women, it ain't six women. Diddy had like 17 girls. I'm exaggerating. All right, Diddy had like 8 girls. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world. That whole innocent women are innocent, and they're just so they just when you're not with them, they're home reading the Bible. They sit at home. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. They're innocent. That's the furthest from the truth. That is the furthest thing from the truth. That's all this case did. That's all this case did, y'all. That's it.
You don't got to do it if you don't want to do it. Told the same thing to Jane Doe. Jane Doe was a willing participant. There was no force, no threats of force or coercion. Zero. I was there. I'm a 24th floor courtroom observer. I was in court every single day except 3 when I went to Tampa to shoot a podcast on Matt Cox, Inside True Crime. When employees, witnesses to his abuse, or others threaten Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members of the enterprise engaged in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence, including kidnapping and arson.
Now I will say this, let's not forget, acts of violence. Cassie testified. It was in her text. The first time her and Diddy ever got physical was because of her. Why wasn't that plastered all over the news? Isn't it funny? When the prosecution had Cassie's mom up there on the stand, and they were like, There was a time that you had to fight Diddy to get your daughter's phone back, right? Honorable mom, understand. Honorable mom, right? That's the honorable thing for a mom to do. Put hands on their daughter's man to get the phone back. Well, us content creators shredded her more than enough. The defense didn't have to do it. All they asked her was, you got your money back? Okay, go ahead, go home. You want to know why? Now we know where Cassie gets the violence from. Both physical altercations were caused by the woman. Oh, cause women can't cause physical harm. Oh, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna let y'all go find it. If you find it, the first person to find it, I got you. I got something for you. People, are you aware? Listen. Ladies, don't run now. Ladies, don't click off the channel now. We got 71 in the building. I know I got at least 3 ladies in here. Don't run now. Don't run. Did y'all guys see on the news? On the news. And women are like, yeah, girl, you're speaking the truth. You're speaking the truth. Yes, this is the truth. Now that they're saying, men are like, I'm not fighting for this country. I'm not. Draft women. You have feminist groups saying, it's so disgusting that men won't take their rightful place in life. And they won't defend. That's just their men. I thought we were equal though. What happened to equality? Oh, when it comes to your ass having to die for the rights that you want, here's where all the standards come in. Here's where, nope, men, you gotta defend us. Here it goes. Now you have all the feminist movement saying, nah, men are designed by God to defend us and defend. But this whole time we were equal. You could do what we could do better than us. So bitch, go take your ass, go shoot something. Go shoot something then. This shit is on. You have women reacting on TikTok. Why wouldn't men want to take their rightful place? But hold up. What are we, people? I'm going to say this again. When it's convenient, this is why I tell you guys, I don't have 1 ounce. I don't have an atom of blood in my body that feels bad for no woman who sits here and says, I don't need no man. I could do good about my damn self. We are all equal. We are equal in God's eyes. We are not equal in real life. Let's keep it all the way 1,000. Like, what he could do, I could do better. I don't feel bad for none of y'all. For none of y'all. For none of y'all. You ready? And I told you guys. I didn't tell you, that's a lie. I told Hassan, I said, Hassan, hurry up and do this damn live stream. True. Alright, hear me. Cause y'all all fucking distracted. Y'all all distracted with this Diddy shit and fucking missiles being sent to other places. Are you aware that they passed a law? All they're waiting on is for the Supreme Court to sign off, Congress to sign off, that they could arrest anyone at any time for any reason of their choosing and deport you without having to have a reason? If that's not some scary shit for y'all guys, if what I just said to y'all right now doesn't actually wake you up, nothing will. I'm gonna say this again. Why do you think women are publicly saying everywhere, men, take your place in society? Because all those women that said they don't need no man, I do everything. People, ladies, for the two who are listening, you want the right to vote? That means they have the right to send you to fight. You cannot vote if you don't have no skin in the game. What you're saying is you want to be the arbitrator. What you're saying is you want to be able to have the right to vote in this same country, but you're not willing to die and stand on the vote that you're voting for. Tell me where the fuck that makes sense. Somebody tell me in the comment section. For any women who have the balls, please try to explain that to me. So you want the right to vote, but you don't want them to have the right to send you to fight. You can't say, we're not fighting for rights to fight. We're fighting for rights to vote. That's a part of it. It coexists. It's a package deal. You take one with the other. This only when it comes to women, fellas. I'm gonna keep saying this till I'm blue in the face. It's only when it pertains to women that they get to remove consent sexually. To get to remove consent, they want to dictate how everything plays out until it backfires. People, you have people calling Pat Poose a coward for taking Remy Ma for alimony. I would take Remy Ma for every fucking dollar she has. You wanted to make money. But Cardi B and Offset. Offset is a coward because he wants alimony. Take that bitch for every fucking dollar you can get. Because if it's the other way around, a man gotta pay that. Whoever's making the most money, that's who pays the alimony. Do I believe in it? Absolutely not. I think you're a grown up and you're a grown up. Go. But you know what? See, go ahead, girl. It's called the come up. When a woman gets alimony from a man. But then when a man gets, you're a coward. Then they want to say alimony is extortion. It's extortion. Well, welcome to society. We live in a place where we live in a world where Cassie can claim to be raped August of 2018. Then go back to the same person that raped her and say they had consensual intercourse, and then can file a lawsuit and try to get 20 million. I keep telling y'all, Diddy didn't pay the lawsuit because he was guilty. Y'all people are dumb as fuck who say that shit. Why you think Diddy paid the 20 million? Because he was guilty. No, people like him pay the money to keep it out of the press, so that way they don't have to deal with all the bullshit and the backlash. That's why they pay the money. It does not mean guilt. It just means I want this shit to go the fuck away. That's what it means. Ready? Like Fat Joe. Fat Joe should be paying that money. But then, why do you think Diddy countersued for that money right back? Yeah, I need that money right back. I need that 20 mil right back. Immediately. Because you took this money and then you still took the stand on me. I need my money back. Thank you. Hurry up and pay. Hurry up and pay. People, we live in a clown world. We live in a clown world, right? Where Kid Cudi could take the stand. Where Kid Cudi could take the stand. And say Diddy was standing when he got to his house, that Diddy was standing there like a Marvel supervillain. Ha 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 ha. They could laugh at him in the courtroom. And then the media will get upset when they show Jane Doe's text messages when she says, Diddy forced me. Did you not negotiate your allowance? I don't really remember. Whenever it came to the cross, she never really remembered. Hear me. You say, yeah, right here. You said you wanted 15,000 and Diddy said he'll give you 10. Right? Yeah. Now when the courtroom is laughing at her, why would you laugh at a victim? How dare you? Listen, let's just cut the clown show. Let's just cut the clown show, people. Let's just cut the clown show and we'll all be better for it. I'm going to let y'all go. I told y'all I didn't want to keep y'all long. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate y'all guys for showing up, showing out, showing love. To all the new subs, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Turn on notifications. Later on, I will be covering the cross-examination later on that the mainstream media won't cover. I will be covering it later on tonight. I love y'all. See y'all there. Stay blessed. Till next time, ya tu sabe, huepa.